Okay, we continue in this video our MCQ that we started in the previous video, and repeat that it's this lecture is I am recording a section of my online class, so my student will be asking some question. I will be replying. Okay, so now we consider the MCQ number 5. Given this set, okay, the set A is given like this. Okay, then we have to understand which one of this stop corresponds to A. So when you have this kind of exercise, this is typically one of the easiest exercise that you may have at the exam. So so we have that A, the set A. Okay, let me close some programs so that the board will be much more efficient, like MATLAB, because it's taking a lot of okay. Now I think it should be much more. What is going on? Excuse me, but something is going on or something is wrong. Okay, you can I hope you can see. Nice. Okay, so A is equal to the set given by 0 1 union the interval from minus 2 included to -1, so -2 close to this is -2 close to -1 open, union from -3 close to 0, union from let's say -3 close to 0, right? So let's try. When you have this kind of exercise, please guys try to draw the set. Drawing the set means, for example, that here will be the center, that's 0, right? Then I will take like this is 1, this is -1. Just put the points that you need. This is -2 and this is -3. Nice. So the first set, if the first interval is from 0 to 1. Let me use from 0 open to 1 open. Then the second one is from -2 close to -1 open. So from -2 closed to -1 at open. Then finally the third one is from -3 to 0. So we take -3 closed till 0 open. Now look guys, what is the union of the three sets? I'll remind you that what does it mean? The union means that something belongs to the union when it belongs to at least one of the intervals. Yes or not? The union means at least one. For example, can I ask you, does 0 belong to any of these intervals? 0 do not belong to the blue one, not to the green, not to the red. So 0 does not belong to the union. Yes or not? So and does 1 belong to the union? No, because 1 doesn't belong to anything. So also 1 doesn't belong to the union. But let me ask you something. -3 belong, yes or not? Yes, -3 belong because it belongs to the last one. So to belong to the union, you just need to belong to at least one of them. You see that we are going to take the A. For A, we will take all the number from -3 to 0. They all belong at least to the blue one, yes or not? But at 0 we should not take 0, but we should take minus 3, excuse me. Yes or not? We shouldn't take 0. Then we should take again from 0 to what? All this from 0 to 1 belong at least to the green one. Yes or not? But we should also not take 1. Is that clear? So this is another way to write A. Let's go back and see if you got it. So let's say, can you see which one is the answer? Looking at this stuff, are you able to tell me which one is the answer? Yes, the answer is D. Simply because we move from minus 3 to 1, except minus 1 and no. The answer is not D. Excuse me, because here they are saying except minus 1, but we said except 1. Right? So it's not, the answer is B. Exactly what we said. Right? Excuse me, I was so the answer is 5B. Is that clear? Okay. Number 6. Okay, you are given the function f of x equal to the logarithm of x minus 2 minus the square root of x squared plus s squared plus 1. Then which of the what is the, so the domain of f is R plus the domain is f is never defined the domain. So we understood that we need the domain, right? So let me write the function. So we have f of x equal to the log of x minus 2 minus square root of x squared plus 1. Guys, when you have, please, if you haven't seen my video about the domain of a function yet, and if you haven't seen it yet and you have problem with the domain, please have a look on it. But if you don't have any problem with the domain, there should not be problems. So when in this, is there any question? Yes. Okay. No, the lecture is the lecture is in Italian. The video is in Italian. Okay, I will put in a brief time the same lecture in English. Okay, on the channel. The question of my student was, is the video related to the domain of the function in English or in Italian? But unfortunately it is at this moment it is in Italian, so I will put an English version. Okay, so by the way, when I have this in this domain, I have a square root, right? The condition, if I have square root of quantity, the condition is that the quantity should be greater or equal than 0. So the condition here is x squared plus 1 greater or equal than 0. Then I have also the logarithm of a quantity. So the condition for the logarithm of quantity is that the quantity should be strictly greater than 0. Okay? So we have x squared, x minus 2 minus square root of x squared plus 1. That should be strictly greater than 0, because you cannot do the logarithm of a negative number, even the logarithm of 0. Yes or not? These are basically the two conditions that we have, the root condition and the logarithmic conditions. Okay? Then this is the condition, but this condition, it's obvious. Yes or not? It's the solution for this condition is R. Yes or not? X squared plus 1 greater or equal than 0 is trivial. When something is trivial, you can forget about it, because it holds whatever is x. So we just need to solve the condition x minus 2 minus root of x squared plus 1 greater than 0. Right? that lead to x minus 2 greater than square root of x squared plus 1. Is that clear? Nice. Now, can I just square both the sides? The answer is no. Because I know that this side is positive, right? Because it is a square root. But what about this side? It may be negative or it may be positive. As I repeat that when you have that minus 2 is smaller than 3, than 1 for example, but if you square, it's no more smaller. So squaring without checking if both the sides are positive may cause some problem. Okay? My step is, when you reach this step, what to do? First of all, look, if this stuff is negative, if x minus 2 is negative, does the equation make sense? Because how can a positive number be smaller than a negative number? Okay, so this equation makes sense only when x minus 2 is greater or equal to. And now with this condition, so setting this condition, this x minus 2 will become a positive quantity, right? And also square root is never mind. Even if you set it greater than 0, this is not a problem. So when you are doing this, at least we ask it to be greater than 0, at least. Okay, doubts? This is just at least. So now, you can even say 1 as you. My student asked me if, as we have square root of x squared plus 1, why don't we write that x minus 2 should directly be greater than 1? It is possible, but we can do it. Okay, I can do it, but it will not change anything. If I write only x squared minus 2 greater or equal than 0. Okay. Then, as now they are both positive, because of this condition, this x minus 2 will become a positive quantity and the square root will become a positive quantity, so I can square them. Yes or not? So I square it, become x minus 2 square greater than x squared plus 1. Yes or not? So I have to solve both the conditions together, otherwise. So x squared minus 2, x minus 2 square will mean x squared minus 4x plus 4 greater or equal x squared plus 1. No, it's not greater or equal, it is strictly greater. For this one is strictly greater. Doubts? So it become, the first one give x greater than 2, greater or equal to, and here x square and x square cancel, you remain with minus 4x plus 4 greater than 1. So we continue and we get that x should be greater or equal than 2, and minus 4x should be greater than minus 4 than minus 3, right? So finally x should be greater or equal to 2, but you know that when you multiply, and here x should be, as we have a minus here, when you multiply both the side of an inequality by minus, you have to flip, right? So it will become x smaller than 3 over 4, right? So here are the two conditions that we got: x greater or equal than 2, or x smaller than 3 over 4. Let's this is not or. The two conditions should intersect, so they are combined with and. The two conditions should both hold. Yes or not? So what do we get? Let's represent the two conditions. The first condition says that, so the condition 1 says that x should be greater than 2, greater or equal to, this is 2, x greater or equal to goes like this. Doubts? Whereas the other condition says that, where is 4, 3 over 4? 3 over 4 is somewhere here, right? So the condition says that x should be strictly smaller than, right? But the two conditions never intersect, right? So the domain is just the empty set, right? The two conditions never intersect, because keep in mind that they should both intersect in order to get the domain. Doubts? So coming back, what is the answer? The answer is that the function is never defined. Okay, nice. So okay, with this we conclude also this section, and in the next section we do the number 7.